Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 18th of January and this time I'm bringing you the NPD figures for December 2014 as well as their full year summary. Now, this retail picture that they have painted is basically flat with last year. Now, the industry actually racked up total sales in 2014 of 13.1 billion. Thanks to a jump in hardware to 5.7 billion. Now, software was actually down 13% to 5.3 billion, whereas accessories climbed 5% to 2.73 billion. Now, December specifically was down 1% overall to 3.25 billion, whereas hardware actually dropped 4% to 1.31 billion, and software declined 2% to 1.25. Now, again, accessories was the only category to see gains, rising 8% to 681.2 million. And the top selling software, which I will go through in a moment, is pretty similar with last year as well. I'll go through those at the end of the video. Now, the NPD analyst Liam Callahan, who you should all be fairly familiar with by now, said, quote, "Keep in mind that the results for December and 2014 as a whole show the console space is going through a period of two transitions, one being a generation transition from 7th to 8th consoles, and second, a format transition as console gamers become more comfortable with downloading games and what is being offered digitally." Callahan then went on to speak on hardware and basically the PS4 and Xbox One, which is I'm sure what many of you would like to hear more about. And he said, quote, "After 14 months on the market, cumulative sales of PS4 and Xbox One exceed the Xbox 360 and PS3 cumulative 14-month total by 65%. Bundles were a major driver of hardware sales this December, compared to last, with 71% of hardware unit sales stemming from bundles including software, which compares to 32% of hardware sales last December. While hardware sales decreased by 4% in December 2014 versus the year prior, 8th generation sales improved by 13%. This is remarkable considering the comparison to the best launch in the US history of any console with the PS4 and the second best launch with the Xbox One. Regarding the Wii U, Nintendo actually said that the Wii U enjoyed its best month so far in December. And Nintendo said, quote, "Wii U established new benchmarks for hardware and software sales in a single month in December. This helped total hardware and software sales in 2014 increase by more than 29% and more than 75% respectively over sales in 2013. Unfortunately, they did not issue any units data, but it still gives you a pretty nice picture." However, moving back to software, Callahan said that the news isn't actually that bad, even though software is in a little bit of a decline. And he went on to say, quote, "With the growth in install bases across 8th generation consoles, software this December versus last December grew by 70%, with each console posting strong double-digit growth. Across 2014, 8th generation console software sales rose by 1.7 billion. In contrast, 7th generation software sales declined by 33% in December, with portable sales also decreasing 16%. These combined to total a $2.5 billion decrease in sales in 2014 versus 2013. While overall software sales dipped by 2% in December, top 10 represented the same percentage of unit sales as last December, at 36% of all units sold in the month, with only 1% fewer units. Part of the 13% decline in entertainment software sales can be explained by 10% fewer new SKUs that were launched in 2014 compared to 2013. So, with all that out of the way, let's move on to the top 10 games for December and annually. Now, as always with NPD, this is physical retail only, and it is across all platforms, including the PC. So obviously, most of the PC sales aren't actually going to be counted because obviously PC is pretty much almost completely digital these days. And of course, any sales across PSN and whatnot will not be counted either. However, for December, it's not exactly shocking. At number 1 is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, GTA 5 at 2, Madden NFL 15 at 3, Super Smash at 4, NBA 2K15 at 5, Minecraft at 6, Far Cry 4 at 7, Just Dance at 8, Destiny at number 9, and FIFA 15 at number 10. However, annually we have fairly similar showings, with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare at number 1 still, Madden NFL at 2, Destiny at 3, GTA 5 at 4, Minecraft at 5, Super Smash at 6, NBA 2K15 at 7, Watch Dogs at 8, FIFA 15 at number 9, and surprisingly Call of Duty Ghosts at number 10. So there you have it, the December sales figures broken down by the NPD, as well as the overall 2014 report. Of course, we already do know that the Xbox One actually beat the PS4 for the second month in a row in December, at least in the US. Now Microsoft were the ones to announce that, but they were basing it off NPD figures. So competition is definitely hot between the PS4 and the Xbox One, and that is what we want. Competition breeds innovation, as I've said many times. A curb stomp on either side is not good for any of us. So let the race commence, basically. It's definitely on now, and both companies are not going to let up now, especially when they're seeing lots of growth in next gen. Of course, the dip in sales is kind of to be explained by the fact that, well, not many people are buying last generation hardware in comparison, because, well, they're probably saving up for the new gen or buying new gen. So that's it for this report. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.